person who is unbwogable in a democratic state.
Yeah.
And Mr. Museveni, he lost this election. All the evidence shows that he lost this election. And what now they are doing, they are trying to collect, they are trying to get the DR forms that were signed on the polling stations. They're trying to get them from the agents who collected them. And what they are doing, they are destroying evidence.
Okay.
They are trying to close all the avenues the opposition might use to try and contest the election.
Right.
And what Museveni did, he cancelled the courts for 3 months. And his main excuse was COVID. If Uganda was able to hold an election during the COVID situation, how can you come out and say, oh, now I'm closing the court because I'm worried about people's health?
Okay.
But we all know what Mr. Museveni is doing. He's closing the courts because he knows there's overwhelming evidence that there was fraud in this election, and there's overwhelming evidence that he actually lost this election. So in Uganda, in the Ugandan law, we know very well that if you're contesting the results, you only have 2 months to do it. And if by the end of the 2 months, if you have not contested the results, then the president is certified and is sworn in. So what I'm predicting is by the time they open the courts, that is the excuse Museveni is going to use to stay in power.
So why is he holding into power all this time?
You know, Museveni and the close associates, they have stolen a lot of money. They own a lot of resources in Uganda. Okay. There's a lot to lose. And also, I believe the people around him and the people benefiting from the regime, they don't want Museveni to leave power. Maybe he wants to leave power. Maybe he's tired. But there's a lot to lose. The people surrounding him. They don't want to lose power. They have gotten so rich. They have stolen a lot of money. And they feel like if Museveni leaves power, they are going to be persecuted. They're going to be arrested. So they don't want to leave power for that reason. Because Museveni says, oh, the economy is stable, the economy is growing, but it's not. Uganda has the 4th weakest currency in Africa. Yeah. We export more than we import. Okay. And are living by less than $1 a day. So you cannot tell me that the economy is growing when there's money in people's pockets.
Now, what was the rationale of cutting the internet?
He wanted to cut the internet so that the world will see what is going on. Because I think after conversing with him, he realized that he's actually going to lose this election. So what he did, he cut off the internet under the excuse that, oh, you know what, I'm trying to avoid mass protests and maybe people will lose their lives. But the truth is, if he was worried about people protesting, why did he commit to international observers? But because he knew this election was being lost, he's unpopular, he knew that, so the only option he had is shut down the internet, voter intimidation, and everything that is going on right now. So after shutting down the internet, stealing the vote, now he's on the internet again and he's trying to cover his tracks.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you think should be the way forward for Ugandans? What do they have to do to bring this change?
Well, right now it looks like the only way forward for Ugandan is to come out in large numbers and denounce this regime and this dictatorship.
But it looks like he has
But
pulled with the military. The military is everywhere.
yes, yes, that is the scary part, and that is the message he sent out. He brought the
Uh,
military
okay.
into the cities and put snipers on buildings.
Uh,
He was trying to tell the public that if you try to come out in big numbers and protest and do whatever, I'm ready to shoot and kill anyone who comes out on the streets. That was the message he was sending out.
Uganda benefits with a lot of money from United States for military and other things. Do you think
Mm,
United States is keeping quiet, and that when Museveni is doing all this, what would you wish the international community, more especially America, which spends over 900 million dollars a year
mm.
for training and equipping the Uganda Armed Forces?
You know that issue of American funding is very complicated
Mm,
because America has its own interest in Africa.
mm,
And America has had a long time problem with Somalia instability, the pirates,
okay.
and now that the Museveni has been able to stabilize Somalia
Mm,
through that funding.
okay.
The Americans, before they can even think about cutting the funds to Uganda, they will first assess the Somali situation.
Mm,
What do we have to lose if we cut the funds and take this dictator?
okay.
So the American question is a very complicated question because if they cut off the funding, the Uganda government is going to withdraw its forces from Somalia, and maybe Somalia will fall back into anarchy. And I don't think the United States is ready to put that at risk.
Okay.
So the only thing they will be doing is they'll be coming up condemning, like their Twitter, on Facebook, and asking the government to uphold human rights, to to stop intimidation. But I don't think the United States is going to cut any funding. If it was going to do that
Mm,
a long time ago in 2015, because the same things that happened in 2015 are the things that are happening now.
okay. Now that we have Richard is in. Richard, hello. Can you hear me? Richard?
Yes,
Richard?
hello.
Yes, Richard.
I can. Yes, please.
Uh,
Yes.
the question we were discussing is why is Museveni always winning election with a landslide? If you can say something about
Thank you so much, viewers. It's not the right statement if you say why is Museveni always winning the elections. Because just like the last time I think Museveni won elections, probably would have been like 2001. The rest of the elections here.
hello? 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 Richard? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Can you hear me? Andrew? I seem to lose. Okay, I'm not, again, I've lost your voice. I mean, I'm not getting anybody's voice. Hello? Hello? Richard?
Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
Richard. I think we are still having a connection issue because,
yes, Doctor.
can you hear me, Richard?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, but it looks like you are very far. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm not getting you. Andrew, can you hear me?
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear.
So, Richard, okay, let's go to Andrew. Andrew, can you hear me? Hello? We are not getting, the voice is not coming on. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Doctor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, it looks like we are having a connection issue. But how come you're appearing in?
Yeah, we're having connection issue, definitely.
Why you have